I'm about to show you what I do with the rocks. And here's a slab pile. It's more of a milk crate. There's lots of rocks in there. I also got another slab pile over here. Quite a bit of rocks. And that's where I'm going to put them. So the reason I'm redoing the floor here in the first place was because my dog, well, she freaked out during a rainstorm and no one was home, and she decided that she needed to dig her way out, and she actually got pretty far digging a hole in the floor, so I had to change that. I figure I have a million goddamn rocks, and I know how to tile a floor, so let's make it tough. Alright, got a little thin set here, that's what's going to hold it in place. Got a little acrylic to make sure it's extra strong. I'm going to go ahead and dump some in. There, take a look at it. Egg beater mixer, that's going to make it go fast. A little more, mixed it a little weak. Too much water in there, so I had to add some extra. That looks better. There, you get a nice pudding consistency. By the way, I should warn you, I don't do how-to videos, I do how I did it videos. I am not an expert on anything, so just don't copy me. Ever. Gotta clean it off again. Need a slotted trowel. And this is a masonry trowel because I lost my little flat tippy one. And smear it on there. Get the floor dirty again and swipe it off. There we go. Put little 1/4-inch grooves on this so that the rocks have something to stick to. And here we go. From here on out, it's just going to be a nice big time lapse of me finishing this one up. And when you hear me talk about how, oh, this will make a nice accent piece, oh, this will make a nice corner piece, oh, it's going on the slab pile. Well, you see them corner pieces that I'm putting up there. Yeah, the flat parts, the flat edges. Makes it easier to get up against a wall. Also makes it a little bit easier to get up against a couple of other things, but any of those little rocks that I say, oh, this would be good for a little accent, a little corner piece. Usually that's going in between one or two of these rocks here. Oh, and here we have a lovely little pan over that you can see all of them still there with the thin set. Looks like I gotta cut some more. It's gonna look a little goofy for a bit until I put the grout in between, but basically I just tiled all of this. And now I'm gonna grout it. I didn't think you guys needed to see me mixing up a batch of grout. Alright, now because I accidentally cut these at various different thicknesses, it wasn't so easy for me to get like a normal grout applicator and just do it that way. I had to kind of put it in between with this, or at least that's what I figured out, and then I had a better idea. The sponge is not the better idea. The sponge is just how I clean up the top layers of it, so that way the grout doesn't stick to the top of the rocks. Any tile guy is going to tell you this. There we go. That's pretty. Expose the top. Oh yeah, the better idea for it was like one of them piping bags that you use for cake frosting. And there it is, completely grouted in. Alright, now if you notice, it's got all these little high pieces on it that poke you in the bottom of the foot. So, I had to do something about that. But as you're about to see, I fucked it up in a different way.
Oh, yes.
Have you or a loved one been diagnosed with mesothelioma? You probably got it from a guy on the internet.
Alright. Now, I don't know if you saw in that last one, but there was way too much dust getting kicked up in the air, which necessitated this. Now, you can probably tell, but, well, here. There's a little mini chop vac. And this is going to suck up all of that dust that was kicking into the air. So, let's get on with the hyperlapse.
Alright, now I'm going to be honest, folks. I get kind of bored during hyperlapses and stuff like this, and I didn't know how to make it any more entertaining. But I'm just milking it for watch hours at this point. So, if you enjoy hyperlapses, watch it all the way through. I'd prefer if you watched it all the way through, but I totally get it if you don't. That said, you can just skip to the end and see the semi-finished product if you're interested. I wouldn't hold it against you. Oh yeah, this reminds me. Always check your shop vac to make sure it's not completely full of dust and starts kicking it back at you. This sucked. See, right about there, I figured it out. Now here's what it looks like as a semi-finished product. I still have to go get all of my diamond pads and give it like a 3000 grit shine, but it's much smoother. It's much easier to walk on and not have little bits of rock poking you. So yeah, there we go. That's what I do with all my rocks. Alright, now, the fruits of my labor, as you can see, for doing this channel for like 6 months, cutting rocks for like another 4 or 5 months longer. Holy shit. This is as little as I have to show for it. It takes hours. It took a good 8 hours for me to slice all of these into different sizes. It's... You know, I'm not going to say I won't do it again. I definitely will. I'm kind of in too deep now, but here we are. Alright, well, thanks for watching, folks. Do the whole like and subscribe, find my Patreon kind of thing, throw money at me if you wanted to do that. If you liked what you saw and all that, you get the idea. Anyway, I'm out. I gotta go make dinner.